Hey guys, so can you use a VPN to get better ping in Valorant? Well, the answer to that is going to depend on why you have bad ping to begin with. If you're just too far away from one of the Valorant game servers, then a VPN isn't really going to help you. But if the reason is because your ISP is sending your connection through a really long route, or your ISP is throttling your internet connection, then a VPN can definitely help. Now, the two VPNs that I recommend for Valorant are either ExpressVPN or Proton VPN. Both of these will give you super fast speeds and a ton of places that you can connect to. I'll have more information about both of these VPNs in the description in case you want to find out more, but the steps here to get started with using one of them in Valorant is super simple. First, just make sure that Valorant is closed down, you haven't opened up the game yet, and then find the closest Valorant game server to wherever you are physically located. And you see on this map right here, I got this from NetDuma. You can see that the closest server, if you were, let's say, in Canada, might be Chicago. In that case, you want to go and connect to somewhere in the VPN as close as possible to Chicago, or even in the city itself if it offers it. Now, ExpressVPN has at least one connection in every single state in the US. So if I just type in here Chicago, we find it and I can just click on that connection and I'll automatically be connected up to that VPN server. And because the VPN server and the game server are in the same city, that means my internet connection is going to go directly over to that game server. It's going to skip any stops that my internet service provider might be putting in the way, and it's also going to hide everything that I'm doing online from my internet service provider. That means that they can't make my connection slower and they can't throttle my connection because they see that I'm doing something like gaming or in some cases streaming, which both require a lot of data and will very often cause an ISP to intentionally slow down your internet speeds. Now, between the two of these, ExpressVPN in my experience is the fastest and definitely the easiest to use, but Proton VPN does have a really cool feature that some gamers might like, which if you go over here to the settings and you go to advanced settings and then you just scroll down a little bit, you can actually change your NAT type from strict to moderate, which can really help some people out when they're gaming. Something else that's pretty important to know about Valorant specifically is that all players are automatically assigned to a region, or what they call a shard. And there are a few of these. There's North America, Central America, Brazil, most of Africa, Europe, and Asia. Then you have Southeast Asia and also Korea right over there. Now, depending on where you initially signed up and created your account, you were automatically assigned to one of these regions, and it means that you cannot play on any server that is outside of these regions. You can see for yourself which shard you're on and which servers you can connect to by just going into the match select menu, and if you click on your banner, your player banner in the top right, you'll get this list of all of the servers you can connect to. You can see that this player right here is obviously part of that really big shard that covers Africa, Europe, and Asia from the servers you see here. You can see Bahrain, you see Tokyo, you can see over here London, Frankfurt, Paris. So that's the shard that this player is on, and they cannot play on any of the servers, let's say in the United States. In this case, it would not be a good idea to try to connect to a VPN server in the US, because that would be sending your internet connection over to the US and then back to the game server, one of the ones that are listed here. That would just make you have really terrible ping and you probably wouldn't be able to play the game at all. So in short, wherever you are connecting to in your VPN, it should match one of these locations that you see listed here. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave a comment. If you want to try out either of these VPNs, I did manage to get a hold of a discount link. It'll get you these VPNs at the lowest possible price. You'll find all of that in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.